Hello to everyone out there. Good afternoon to all the co-founder club community. My name is Keith, and of course, this is the Startup Sales Mastery video podcast. And I've just come from a load of phone calls, and I've got a load of phone calls after, and that's why the screen is all a bit off, and I haven't set everything up perfect. But this is the Startup Sales video podcast. And of course, Startup Sales is all about pivoting and lean startup, which basically just means get on with it and go. I have my buddy here, Mark, who might join me in a bit. I have a blue Yeti on the table that I'm trying. This, I hope, is in focus for you guys, because from what I can see, it's not. But let's get on with it. This is where we sales professionals share everything we know about selling, how to get customers, all these things. And of course, the idea is to help you early stage startup entrepreneurs. As always, if you are trying to, sell your product, go to startupsalesmastery.com. Links should be above, below, and sort of everywhere. And I lay out the step-by-step guide to everything you just need to do to create that, the pitch, really. The pitch, the questions, the overturns, the campaigns, everything that actually needs to happen. And of course, the campaign is the last part. The reason I'm mentioning that to you now is because a lot of people are going to watch this and going, okay, great, I'm going to do that. The campaigns are only as good as the information you feed into it. If you feed bad information in, the campaigns don't work. Then you look at me and say, Keith, whoa. Those campaigns don't work. And I look at them and I say, hang on a second. You're saying this message to this customer persona to solve this problem? Of course it's not going to work, because it's not adding up. Let's get on with it. I just wanted to be clear. You really should go and check that out. I give one video away for free, and the whole program doesn't exactly cost much. And anyone who completes that program has the opportunity to work with me, where I will do your sales and lead generation for you. Onwards. This is inbound. Okay, if you look at yesterday's video podcast, you'll know that this is campaign week number 1. And when we talk about campaigns, there's really 2 types of campaigns. That's all we have. People can argue, but ultimately it comes down to 2 campaign types. One is incoming leads coming into us, and the other is outgoing, us going out and getting leads. I gave an overview of that yesterday. I'm not doing it again today. Today we said we'd focus on inbound, incoming leads, and quite frankly, this is also known as marketing. This is what the marketing guys do. If you've ever worked in a sales office, we have our leads. We have either lead lists that we're going to cold call. Technically, cold calling is outbound, but still the leads had to come to us somehow. Or you're in a standard tech environment. I'm talking, I assume, to startup entrepreneurs that are looking at, all the tech companies, and you guys want to build a sales machine. I told you what that sales machine was. Marketing through advertising gets leads in, and then as those leads come in, sales development or biz dev, whatever we want to call it, inbound, effectively takes the phone call, qualifies the lead or disqualifies, and then sets them up for an appointment with the AE, the main sales guy, to close the deal, which should be 10, 20, 30, 50K, whatever it is. This is high ticket sales. That's how the machine works. Again, this is inbound. I just wanted to let everybody know what this is, which stage this is, how it all works, because that is the inbound machine. Now, this is pretty basic because I'm a sales guy. I want to make that, totally clear. I am a sales guy. I'm not a professional marketer, but I run inbound campaigns all the time, and this is the essence of it. So what we have is effectively a landing page, okay? Always some sort of a landing page. There has to be somewhere for your leads to come into. Doesn't matter what kind of a campaign you're doing. If it's inbound, they have to land somewhere. Now, they could land like an automatic WhatsApp. A WhatsApp group could be your landing page. A Facebook group could be a landing page. Press this button and it automatically opens a video call on Zoom, could be a landing page. When I use the term landing page, I just mean, where are they going to end up? They have to land somewhere on an inbound campaign because you're bringing them in. So where are they going to land? I'm using the term landing page because this is the standard term for marketing, but I just want to clarify that it could be any kind of a place that they're landing. What we have here is where we're going to get these people from. So this would be actually a standard marketing campaign where Facebook or Facebook ads or Facebook groups or any other social media emails, for example, or YouTube's videos. Like this is a podcast. I do video podcasts every single day. And if you look up, there's a link, and more people see this and people click on that link, and then you go to my landing page. Do it right now and you'll be part of my inbound campaign. This is designed from here to here via here. I practice what I preach, believe me. So all these channels are pushing them to one place. That is an inbound campaign, effectively. Again, I'm not an expert in all of this. That's why I want to keep it vague, but emails, you can go get an email list, buy them. I'll go get them, no problem, and just blast out hundreds of thousands of spam. It's what it's called, but you can do it. Or you can, of course, go through the landing page from this traffic and then a call to action. Now, there's two types of call to actions of landings. One is a lead magnet. This is where we give someone something in order to get their email or their phone number or whatever we want from them. So that could be like a free booklet or, you know, a free demo, a phone call. Speak with a qualified sales professional today, and I'll tell you how you can do your business. So these are the call to actions. There's many call to actions. I don't need to go through all of them with you. I'm just giving you the structure of what inbound is all about. That is really it now that I look at it in essence. Inbound is anything to do with leads coming in. Now, what are the positives? What are the negatives? Okay, firstly, if you're afraid to do cold calling or knocking on doors, which we're going to get into tomorrow, then this is softer. I mentioned that before. So this is the nice soft approach. It can also be free. Again, I'm going to get into this on Friday, Financial Friday, but you know, Facebook groups are free to set up. I have a Facebook group. I assume if you're here, you're part of the Co-Founder Club page or the one of our Facebook groups. We have many Facebook groups with thousands of people. So we have them. That's costing us free. We have LinkedIn. We have YouTube. I've got a few more. I can't even remember. We have so many of them. Ads. We also do ads. I mean, look, me personally, I do the Startup Sales Mastery program as my way of just saying, here you go to all the early stage entrepreneurs. If you want to create a plan to go get your customers, this is what you need to do. If you want me to do it, you still need to do that and then hand me the sales playbook so I know how to sell your product, or you give it to someone else. Basically, the 2-3 hour phone call that you and I would have on the phone before we agreed to work together, that is the Startup Sales Mastery program. If you want sales training, as in this is how we sell the technique, no, this is not something I can just give to you in a quick couple of courses. This is something completely different that you actually have to invest effort, energy, time. You know, skills are completely different. But I can give you stuff like this is an elevator pitch, and this is how you express your product, and this is how you do it in 10, 20 seconds. If anybody's seen my t-shirt, I'm not wearing it today, probably should have, but it's all there. And again, the content, the message, everything comes from that. And I need to make this point clear because none of this is going to work if you're going after the wrong customer with the wrong message, solving the wrong problem that doesn't address their pain. That is inbound. There's nothing more I have to say, I don't think, on inbound. Again, inbound is just bringing those leads in. The ads you can pay, but it doesn't cost that much money. And the big difference is that the ads just speeds up your time. And I don't know about you, but my time is valuable. So typically it's more valuable than a couple of dollars. Mark, you want to join me, or are we going to call it quits at this point? We're coming up to 9 minutes. I told you this was going to be fast. I knew this was, I mean, what else do I need to say about inbound campaigns? Mark is a good buddy of mine. He's in the startup scene. He is running Startup Boot Camp, isn't it? Correct me. Take it away. Mark, you brought the Blue Yeti, and I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Keith. Well, the only thing I really want to say about this, because I mean, you can talk about this for hours, but since this is since you specifically talked about lead magnets, something to think about is there's like hundreds of types of lead magnets that you might want to use. So there could be templates, a list of resources, which would be really easy. For example, you know, some people just they don't want to sit down and do all the work to find the resource for to solve a certain problem. But if you sit down and do 2 hours of research and just compile it all together in a nice, let's say, Google sheet, and then make that into a PDF. That could be a lead magnet. So depending on what who your target group is and what problems they have, there's different types of lead magnets that you could offer, and some of them are really easy to create, take a couple of hours, or they could also be more complex. So one of the things that I'd like you to think about is that if you have any type of knowledge that you want to convey, or let's say maybe a high-ticket course to teach people things, then what is very effective is to create a lead magnet that is actually a free course in a smaller version. Now, I'm not talking somebody who can offer a course with a lot of value on a certain topic. I don't recommend to say put the first 2 or 3 lessons for free, give the first 2 or 3 lessons for free, and then people have to pay to get the rest of the value. It would be much better to have something that is closed off in itself, so a smaller type of course that will actually give people a measurable result in a short time, and offer that, and then you build your audience like that, and then you can go on and have a bigger or have a higher ticket offer after that only a small portion of your audience is going to accept or is going to continue with. So that was my input.
That's some good spontaneous. That's some good input. This was the part that I forgot to put on. This is inbound, and again, this is startup sales mastery. Let the marketing people do what they do. The lead comes in. Okay, how do we actually do the sales side of things? Well, it should go via a CRM. Talk about that in another episode. And as I said, first step is what's called SDR, Sales Development Representative, and this is basically a person who either qualifies or disqualifies. Is this a real sale? And if it is a sale, they make an appointment for the AE, account executive. These are the guys that make the big bucks, and these guys close it, and then they make a lot of money, and then they're happy, and life is wonderful. And I don't care if it's a big scaling company or a small little brand new startup, and you're a one-man show. You need to learn how to do all these things if you're doing like B2B. Yeah. And if you're going to pull this in, you actually need to create this. Otherwise, how the hell are you going to close your deals? How are you going to make money?
Yeah, every step of the process is important. Yeah, that's just how it is.
Everything that we salespeople know how to do. Okay, fantastic. My name is Keith. This is Startup Sales Mastery Video Podcast. Good afternoon, good evening. I don't know where you are, and we will see you tomorrow for the rest of Market Week. Take care. Bye-bye.